Hey guys, welcome back to Susan Shares.
Hey.
Hey Kelly, so glad she's with us today.
Yes.
And guys, we're just going to get right to it. We so appreciate the views last week. Tangible truth, that's our goal, is to get out truth in really creative ways and do very tangible things for the community. And last week was just that. We got a lot of medical, very factual information out. We got great feedback that Steve in particular was very calming, but very factual without being panicky, about the coronavirus and all the information out there. So
he relaxes me.
Does he?
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
His voice.
His voice.
He makes me feel like it's going to be okay.
Well, that's wonderful, and I love that, and he is that way all the time, actually, very calming, but factual, which we all need that information, and without panicking. And so that was a great way to get information out. And this week will be just as informative, I hope. We have gathered so much information for resources for you. So we're going to go less medical for sure, but we're going to give a lot of resources. We've gotten a lot of feedback from a lot of different people about people that have completely lost their job during this time. And so what can they do? Where can they go? And so we have we've got very specific resources available for you. So listen carefully to the information we're going to give you, but also if you miss it, of course you can punch replay and listen, but Kelly is also going to have that on posted. We're going to have it posted above the Susan Shares here.
You can see it.
You can see it, yeah, up here. You'll be able to see all the links and the phone numbers that we're going to give you. But the first one I want to tell you about is I sit on the Endeavor Foundation of Northwest Arkansas, and this is the HARC link. HARC has been gathering and doing and working hard and revamping itself for such a time as this. I kid you not. And it is very organized, and if you are in need, the HARC Northwest Arkansas is ready and willing and wants to serve you. And that is www.harknorthwestarkansas.com/get connected. That will be posted above us. But it's not just financial, although it is financial. If you are to a position like I can't even pay my rent, or I can't do this, or I need just this much extra, or whatever. But it's not just about money, although it can be. But they can get you.
They have all kinds of things. If you scroll on their website, if you need help with education, food, goods, health, housing, legal, money, social support, transit, or work, you can click on any of those topics and they will have a way to get you help. So it's a great resource.
A phenomenal resource. So when you go to that website, you put your information, your personal information in, and you will get contacted and are connected with a community liaison. A CL is what it's called, what they are called, and you will be able to get plugged in, and they'll contact you and you'll get connected. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, Susan, what about mental health? I know that that's what you work in, and how important we talk about all the time, seeing a counselor, seeing a therapist, especially in times of crisis, which we're in. So what about that?
That is an excellent.
And the Joshua Center that you founded, tell us about what they can do to help us.
That is exactly right. I am one of the co-founders for sure, and that's where I work, and we talk about it here on Susan Shares a lot. And yes, I did call Ryan, and I said, okay, we're fixing to do a Susan Shares. Can we go ahead and just put it out there, put the number? And he said, please do. Yes, that would be awesome. And so the number, and yes, this is a time where people need to process, like Kelly was saying. Some are are more anxious this time than not. Some just need their regular counseling appointment, and you know what, they feel funny right now about talk therapy, face to face, going in front of other people, going into a center. But as you all know, now we can do, during this time of crisis, we can do telehealth. So we can do by phone, we can do over the internet, you know, we can do with our computer. So the number to the Joshua Center, we have so many therapists that are loving, qualified counselors who are very available to meet you right where you are via web or phone during this crisis period. And here's great information for you to know. If you have, and I'm reading it because I want to get it right, okay? Not because I don't know it, but I want to get it exactly right. If you have Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield insurance, most people can access counseling at no cost to the client at all. So this is a great opportunity to invest in your mental health right now. And you know me, I think everybody needs to go to counseling. I mean, you know, I've been very transparent that I go to counseling. People say, "Do you go to counseling all the time?" No, I don't. I go as needed, and this is an as needed time for
But that's incredible, Susan. So you're saying if they have Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield, they can go, not have to pay.
That's
Insurance
right.
will pay for it.
Most people, it says, can access counseling at no cost to the client at all. So
That's very important. So if you are out there and are needing just to talk to someone, you're feeling anxious, for whatever reason, it may be marriage or whatever you're going through, but this is a great opportunity to go and see counseling.
It's a great opportunity. And the number to the Joshua Center is 479-268-4557. 479-268-4557, or web is info at thejoshuacenter.com.
And that's all up there.
Yeah, that's all up there too. So I'm just kind of saying it. But that's wonderful. So please, and you might want to share this. Definitely share the information about HARC, because there may be more than, you know, financial information, but also and HARC would also probably shift you to you know, counseling as well here, but also if it is financial. But then Joshua Center, and then a third one, if you needed.
So there is a group, an organized group at Rogers First United Methodist Church of women, or maybe men, and they sew surgical gowns or hospital gowns, but they are able to sew non-surgical masks. Non-surgical, obviously, but still, it's a great need right now. So for any kind of mask, and so they are able to sew in bulk. I mean, a lot of them, and so they have offered if we want to share that information, and so we're going to give you her email. She's up. It's Susie Brock is her name, and it's sbrockar@gmail.com. It'll be above here too. But if you are someone who's in need of that, or know someone that may be in need of some non-surgical mask, this is a great opportunity.
It is.
And they want to serve. They find joy in being able to do this. So
and they are definitely an organized
Yes.
group. You know, they've been doing this for quite some time, and so they're prepared, they're ready. And I know some people are not getting out because they don't have one. They don't have a mask, and so they if you email them, they will send you one. So I think that's another great resource. And then
the final resource we have for you, if you go to impactnwa.com, and we'll again have that up there, they have a website that has all kinds of resources, whether you are a small business or you are have been in the restaurant business and you got laid off. There's even they have a Google sheet that you can go in and put what restaurant you worked at, you know, where you were a waiter or whatever, and that you no longer have a job, and put your PayPal or Venmo, and people can go on there and find a random person or find someone they know and donate some money just to help them get through. So it's a virtual tip jar. But I think what a great, fun way that is, just to be able to help somebody, help your neighbor out, whether you know them or not. And so they also have all kinds of lists of resources. Hark was on there. But Impact NWA, I think it's a great resource if you are find yourself in any kind of way that just needs some help.
So that's a website, and like Kelly said, and Hark is part of that website too. So these are some bigger places to help. I know there are, and Hark, I want you to know, if you get to Hark, they will connect you if food is your greatest need, because I know others have contacted us. We will help with food. Hark connects that person. If that individual needs food, they will connect you with the food. If that individual is in need of medical, they will connect you with medical. Hark will connect you to that individual's need. And so if whatever that need is, that's the connector's job, to connect you with that greatest need. Like I said, Hark exists for such a time as this. So this is what that connector will do. So I highly encourage you connect. And if your need is mental health, I've given you the number to the Joshua Center. Counselors are ready, and it's such a gift that we've been given during the time of crisis, to be able to do it not just face to face, but so by phone or with your computer, by web. So I hope that these resources are available. We chose to wear a Tangible Truth t-shirts, again, not just tangible, but to realize this is not in our circle.
No, it's not.
This is out of our control, the time that we're in right now, but it's not out of God's control. He is in total 100% control, and we trust Him or we don't. And we do. We do trust Him, although it looks so weird to us right now, the things that are going on, right?
And I think this is important to remember. We always preach this is not in our circle, because
Yeah,
I feel like probably all of us feel like nothing. We're not in control of anything right now.
Thing.
But we are in control of how we respond to this.
100%.
And how we respond to those around us. And I think, you can respond in complete panic and anger and bitterness, or you can choose to respond, in a peaceful way. You can be scared, but still, I think you can be not panicky.
Yes.
Because we know who's in control.
Right. 100%. We know God's in control. And I know we're running out of time, but we also know that these are longer, for this week for different reasons. But we have, we know reaching outward lowers anxiety. That we know. Reaching outward lowers anxiety. And so we're going to do a part 2, and we'll post it maybe Thursday of this week, about how we can reach outward in different ways to do that, to love our neighbor, even though we're supposed to be more at home than we are out of our home, but how we can do that. And we'll see. I know it changes daily, but ideas to stay connected even though we're at home, but how to do that wisely and still love our neighbor. And I heard a pastor today say, this is a time that we can be more generous than we've ever been before. And he was not referring to money. He was just our generosity and reaching out and loving others. And it's so true. I thought, you're spot on, brother. You're spot on. And that is so like Jesus. And so, and it's like Kelly said, if we don't, if we're not like that, it does cause fear, doesn't it? If we're not looking outward, we're looking where? Inward.
Yes.
and it does become, and it's easy to do. It's easy to do. I'm saying it's easy to do. I'm not saying it's not easy. Because, so anyway.
Yeah, I think we can look out for opportunities to be the light, and we
absolutely. And we hope that these resources will help you. So number 1 was Hark. Number 2, Joshua Center. Number 3, if you want a non-surgical mask on a very practical level, if that's what you would like, we've given you a resource for that. And number 4, a big website to look at might be Impact Northwest Arkansas. So I hope these resources are tangible ways and tangible things you can go to in this time of help. And then we'll post again Thursday on just real practical ways or things you can do at home for yourself, and if you have children with children. And we love you.
Yes, we do.
Okay. But we'll be praying for you.
Absolutely.
And still, we're looking and we have prayed over those prayer requests that have been sent in to tangibletruthministries.com. And we appreciate those. Continue to send those. If you feel like you want somebody to pray over you, we will definitely continue to do that.
Absolutely.
Okay. Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.